welcome back to the channel. We've got another legend style video for you guys coming up, and of course I'll be using the Super Bowler Smash. The army link will be in the description as always. So if you guys do like this video, feel free to give me some feedback by dropping a like, a comment, even if you have any suggestions to make these videos better so that I can help give you guys better content. That would be greatly appreciated. If you find yourself coming back pretty often, feel free to drop a subscribe, and feel free to share with your fellow clashers. So yeah, that's about it. Let's just get into some attacks. Alright, so our first base over here is an anti-3 style base. I'm not entirely sure what I'm not entirely sure what this invisibility tower is doing, but this one is definitely an interesting one. It's covering the town hall. So of course, like, what can we do on bases like this? Because we have like very broad entries. If we wanted to go from the eagle side, we have a very broad entry point, and it's literally forcing us to use our jump spell over here. And there's no clean access into the town hall as such. And yeah, overall there are ways we can have like flame flingers and stuff just help around everywhere on the base, but one thing we cannot do is we cannot flame flinger a town hall. So that is definitely not going to be of a huge benefit for us. We can maybe have a flame flinger for this area, we can have a flame flinger for this area over here, we can have a flame flinger for this area over here. So there's definitely many options, but once again we need some way to have like a path to the town hall, and we need to also make sure that the path has taken care of most of the heavy defenses on the base. So overall there are a few things we can do on this base, but as an experiment, just to see if this would work really well, what I decided to do is actually queen charge the town hall on this one. It is a completely asymmetrical anti-3 style base, but I just wanted to do that because now imagine starting at the town hall. Like if I did a queen charge like this and I start at the town hall and take it down, and if I joined my bowlers in over here, I can actually use my jump right over here and look at the access that gives us to most of the defenses. Like I'll have broken down this much of the base, which is quite a lot. Like I don't really have much left. I only have 2 ricochet cannons, 1 multi-inferno and the eagle artillery left up, but none of them can really pose much of a threat after getting that much of the base down so early into the attack. So let's just see how that works. Definitely a huge weakness that we spotted on the base, because I noticed that all of these walls are closed, so I can definitely do the double wall break that I was talking about, and this should be easy. Overall, I'm just deploying the flame finger for this area, so that should encourage my bowlers to start walking down towards this intersection over here where the scatter shots are. And we also have the enemy clan castle right over here as well. That should definitely pull my bowlers towards it, and hopefully we'll get a good amount of force moving into the double scatter shot area. So I was hoping that this wall breaker over here, I was hoping for my king to actually come in over here, but I realized later on that okay, I'm going to need to use my king to funnel like this, because I don't really have any smaller troops anymore. If you look at my troop bar, I don't have the Yeti, I don't have the baby dragon, so I'm going to really need the king to help me funnel. And you can see I've just done exactly that. Like as soon as the town hall is dropping, barely 2 or 3 seconds later, I'm just joining with the smash, and you can see how this is already shaping up so well. So yeah, Super Dragon CC, not much for us to really worry about, and you can see I've popped the warden ability so early, and because the damage is already being faced over here, no reason for us to not use the warden ability that early. We've also preserved the ice columns, and they're gonna help us out so much in the core. Again, those rage bowler bounces can do so much of damage. You can see like this base already is looking so broken. There's not much it can do against the force that we have moving into the area. One last rage over there for my bowlers so it can handle this ricochet cannon over here. And yeah, the royal champion is just coming in from the right side. She can use her ability. It's completely fine. There ended up being a lot of skeleton traps in the area, but you can see like there's not really any heavy defense left that can stop this. So interesting approach, definitely. I took advantage of the fact that we had the closed wall over there, and I just didn't want to use my jump over here. Of course, maybe I could have done something where the smash comes in like this and tried to wall break this, but again it would require heavy investment because I would need to remove this building over here. I would need to make sure there's nothing over here, and only then I can ensure that the wall breaker goes over here. And even then, after dropping the jump over here, there's just so much of damage that I would have to face while getting to the area that I would probably not be able to handle the damage, because I'm saving the town hall at the very end. So that was a riskier approach. I feel this was much safer. I'm getting rid of the poison tower of the poison from the town hall super duper early. No beams for my bowlers to deal with, and we can pop our warden ability right as we're getting into most of the damage over here. So yeah, that's an easy 3-star for us, and I'm just going to fast forward it so that we can get right into the next one. Alright, we've got a diamond base over here, and this is actually I would say a tougher layout for some people with the smash, just because of how many layers of walls you have to get through, and the funnel requirements are insane on bases like this. Like you can see the amount of trash that's there outside for us to deal with if we wanted to ensure everybody stays inside. So at first glance there's no obvious weaknesses. Like maybe I could try to have a blimp go for the monolith and the town hall together, but scouting for black mines, it is definitely possible. But now we need to consider, like if I ended up doing that, I would definitely start with the queen over here, and she can walk either over to the left or the right, and you can just see there's not really clean entry back into the base. So that is something I did not decide to go with. Instead, what I decided to do is I just noticed that if I can get my bowlers into this compartment, I can access the town hall over the wall, honestly. And I would like to do that because the moment they stand in this corner on the poison tower, once I get the bowler bounces on the town hall, I'm almost sure this monolith is going to go down as well. Those bowler bounces are amazing, and there's no way that the top half can survive if I manage to do that. So I just started thinking like, okay, what can I do to ensure that the bowlers can get into that compartment? I have 3 wall breakers with me. I need to use my jump probably like that or something similar. I have not thought about it yet. And that's right, like I'm just gonna start at the very bottom of the base, and in order to help my warden just get through the area faster, that's right, I'm just gonna try to help him to get through the area fast. I'm just going to literally just use my siege machine. I realized I don't really need it anywhere else. I do not need the battle drill, because if I use the battle drill so to support the bowlers or something, there's a good chance that the battle drill can start passing around weird and open up this entire area, which can make my bowlers split really bad, and that's something I really do not want to happen. So it's the same reason I'm not taking root riders in this army composition. It's because I don't want to open unnecessary walls. So I don't need a blimp because I'm planning on getting the bowlers into the town hall area anyway. I don't need a log launcher because once again it's easy for me to get this jump down. Like you can already see I've broken into this compartment, and overall we just need to now worry about setting a clean funnel. So you can see that it's mostly trash buildings on the outsides. I've started cleaning up. I've dropped like 1 archer here and there, and the yetis are gonna do all that I actually need for the funnel. And now you're gonna see something super interesting really soon. The flame flinger and the warden should help to really push into that multi-inferno into the core really fast. And you'll notice I even wall broke the right side over here. If we just take a quick look, like I'm going to be starting with my ice golems, right, with the smash anyway. So they're going to pretty much freeze up this entire area, and they're not going to really have much damage to deal with because 1 rage, and honestly this entire area is just gone. There's no way it's going to stand any chance. So if I don't really need support for them, I don't really need to send any of my heroes with them. So again, this is another experiment that I decided to perform. And I just sent my king and queen both from this side anyway. And that should allow me to place a jump like this and allow them to recombine towards the town hall. So overall, you can see the funnel is set for the bowlers. This area is gone. That should force the bowlers into this eagle area. And you can see I've already started doing exactly that. So you can see the ice golems are going to start freezing up that entire area. King and queen from the right side. Again, flame flinger is literally just there to help put some flame damage on the ground to help speed up the damage. And look at that, like, it's ridiculous. The queen and the king can also easily take out that compartment. Now the bowlers have very clean access to the town hall. I managed to get the king back with the bowlers, and the queen is just gonna do what queens do best. Like, she is just gonna roam around outside, but it's perfect because there's no damage on her. She can just continue roaming outside and provide assistance from outside the base. And I have only just now popped my Warden ability. And as I was saying, Rage Bowler bounces on the town hall. Look at that. No way the base can survive, honestly. There's nothing left. I still have my skeleton spell, my poison spell, and I still have one more rage. I even have my headhunter for the barbarian king on the back end. So there's literally nothing the base can do. You just need to identify, okay, like, there's this much damage on the bowlers at this point of time. How much support will I need? Like, do I need to send my king? Do I need to send my queen? No, like, I didn't need anything this base, because it's not like the queen can reach something that the bowlers cannot. In this situation, there's not enough damage for me to send the king with my bowlers either. So the bowlers can go in all by themselves. We have the titan and the ice golems out in front, tanking all of the damage for us, and that is more than enough, because it's just, there's not enough damage in the area for you to sacrifice your heroes over there either. So overall, a very interesting attack. I swagged my royal champion, my queen ability, and yeah, one more skeleton spell that was not used at all. So let's just get into the next one. So this base is also actually a popular box base that has been going around at Town Hall 16. I just believe that this poison tower is supposed to be a rage tower instead. I think even this one is supposed to be a rage tower, but I'm assuming that they have not changed their spell towers back to rages. So there are a few ways we can take this town hall down. We can definitely have a flame flinger going for the town hall, but I decided not to take the risk because there are 4 builder huts in the area. So what we can instead do is, the town hall is actually so far out, I can just literally just snipe the town hall with a blimp. It's very low investment and it's just immediate value. Like, I am going to pull the spell tower, I'm going to get the town hall down, and I'm going to honestly create such a good funnel. This is definitely such a good funnel. So the weakness I'm going to try to take advantage of over here is actually these tight lanes near the town hall. So if I can get my bowler, if I can get my super bowler smash into this lane that I have over here, and then if I jump them over here, just look at the access that these guys have. They can break literally the entire base. So of course, like, I am trying to break the base from behind, because nobody expects attacks to come in from this direction. Everybody expects you to start somewhere along this direction, and if you try to view the base like that, obviously this is a very difficult base. There's a lot of multi-targeting defenses out in front, and of course we even have the clan castle to deal with, so it can be menacing. And then of course we'll have like this entire area to deal with as well, which is like heavy hitting single target defenses, and it can end up in a 1-star. So overall, I am a big believer of just trying to break bases from where they least expect you to do so, and we're just gonna try to see that in action. Like, again, like, if you look at these bottom compartments, these compartments are difficult to funnel. Maybe the warden can grab one of the compartments, and then once again, like, you can see, like, we have this wall over here. making it difficult to get entry into this compartment. And then this is also so boxy, like there's so many layers of walls that we need to keep getting through. So I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm just saying it is more difficult, but I personally feel that this approach that I'm using on this base is a lot easier. And you can see I'm just quickly following up with a baby dragon, and of course the king is out there to help funnel once again. I'm going to sacrifice him into the enemy queen, and he should be able to help us with the scatter shot and the expo over there, because remember, he has the giant gauntlet. He can at least deal some splash damage onto the expo, if not completely take it out. And now again I'm just using the Yeti as well over here. It should take out the mortar, and the bowlers should start walking right back in. Look at that, it's just such a clean funnel. We're even pulling the clan castle at a good time. We're away from most of the damage on the base. Remember that this is the heaviest area of damage on the base. We just want our bowlers to get there, and then this is a done deal. So again, we're also fighting the tornado trap at not a bad time, honestly, at all. And look at that, just a perfectly timed Warden ability with a rage to help the bowlers out. And just look at what they can do from here. They are going to literally remove that entire multi-targeting core, and they're just going to leave the eagle artillery. And that also very heavily damaged, just because of the bounces that you can get from attacking from behind the base. And overall, you can see this is already shaping up very nicely. Just the royal champion to come help with whatever is left behind over here. And once again, like, we are carving out like a nice curve for ourselves. We handled this area of the base, the bowlers went like this, and they bounced so well across in this direction that they actually cleared these buildings, forcing them to go back down over here. And then once again we have the king over here, and the royal champion can easily come and help with whatever is left in the area. So I will agree it is a relatively complicated plan, but if they're giving away the town hall for free just like that and allowing us to attack from behind the base in this compact lane, I'm just going to take that up. I'm not even going to argue. There's no reason for me not to do that. It's probably one of the simplest things you can do on bases like this, and that's another triple for us. Alright, for our last base today, we have a very difficult diamond style base. Honestly, this can be very troublesome because of how the compartments are laid out in this convex like shape. So they can force your bowlers to kind of move around very awkwardly and not stay together, and it can very easily make sure that you do not have enough force for the town hall. So again, we need to just figure out some weaknesses we can take on the base such that we can define a good path for the bowlers that goes through most of the damage on the base while also giving us a path into the town hall. So definitely some weaknesses that we can spot are the flame flinger weaknesses for the corners over here, and we're going to definitely take advantage of that. But we also need to make sure that what we decide to do other than just that is able to create a very good path for our bowlers. So I decided to actually help my flame flinger out a bit, and I started my flame flinger over here, sure, but I also joined the flame flinger, the warden out over here, and what I'm expecting the warden to do is create this much of a funnel. Yeah, I'm going to push him to the X-bow and the multi-archer tower, and together the flame flinger and my warden walk can actually clear out this much of the base on their own. So if we zoom out a bit, it's going to be like this much of the base gone. I'm not going to be pushing the warden all the way to the multi-inferno. I'm just going to remove these buildings that the bowlers can reach over the wall so that they don't decide to split around awkwardly. And what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to definitely use the queen to funnel over here, because she can reach over the wall and clear all of these buildings for me, and that should allow me to like use wall breakers to push into this left compartment very easily. And remember, like, they will go to the left compartment. They don't have a choice because I have removed all three of these buildings over here. There is nothing on the right side for them to move towards. The queen will have cleared the buildings on the outside, and overall it should look good for us. We can easily place the jump over here, and they should help deal some damage to this area as well. I will be joining the queen with the royal champion from this side 100%, because I've already handled the entire right side with the flame flinger and the warden walk. So the royal champion just needs to come in from this flank, as the queen will move in hopefully and start dealing with the ricochet cannon and the enemy queen, while the bowlers will start moving like this, and this entire area will be funneled out. So let's just see the plan in action. Yeah, I'll have the monolith to deal with at the back end, but trust me, because we are keeping the bowlers together through this entire time and we are giving them such a good path, I'm going to keep a lot of them alive, and we will have a lot of force to move in the back end, because once again we are creating a wave of bowlers, the queen and the royal champion, and all of them will converge onto the town hall, and then that little back end monolith over there. There's nothing the monolith is going to be able to do, and this should be a good plan, and let's just see how it plays out. So yeah, as I was saying, the warden walk and the flame flinger acting together, they're gonna just kind of like create that funnel. I'm just gonna fast forward this part a little bit because I talked about it in detail earlier. And yeah, the Yeti to tank the mortar right in time. Pretty simple funnel, pretty simple tanking, and you can see over here I'm just trying to protect the warden ability, so give him the resources that he needs. It's all worth it because we are setting a wonderful funnel. And here is where we get started. So the queen comes in as you're about to get ready to start pulling the warden into the smash, and you can see how she is going to create this thin lane for everybody to start going towards the core. Unluckily for me, the enemy king targeted my queen instead of the rest of my smash, so my titans and king get a little bit distracted, but in the long scheme of things you can see it's not going to matter too much at all. The queen is going to get the wizard tower down, the enemy CC is going to pull all of my bowlers towards the core, and you can see how nicely this is going to shape up for us. So yeah, I started the royal champion a little early. I think I will give the royal champion a bit of support as well. I've popped the warden ability early, but look at the amount of force we have going into this. It's insane. I've only just now used my king ability as well, and we have all three of our bowlers still alive going into the town hall. I'm going to lose all of my healers over here, but again, my queen has joined in. The royal champion is also joining with this entire wave as I was talking about before, and my king is yet to go to Phoenix ability. I still have both my queen and royal champion ability as well. There is no way this monolith stands any chance of surviving, and yeah, we left behind this monolith over here. It didn't matter too much in the end because it did not ruin our bowler pathing, but overall another good plan for us and another triple on, I would say, a rather toxic diamond base. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was the last video that I'll be doing in like a 36-hour schedule format because I was out on vacation. So if you guys do enjoy this video, feel free to give me some feedback. It can be in the form of likes, comments, even if there's like suggestions to make the videos better, that's perfectly fine. It's very welcome. And if you find yourself coming back pretty often, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like. Maybe even share with your fellow clashers. It's all just to help the channel grow. Yeah, that's about it. I start covering some CWL attacks from the next videos as well, so do stay tuned for those. Alright, see you guys in the next one.